Okay, today what we have is a Bargman assist lighted handle for getting into an RV. My friend Mark bought a 1988 Ford E350 van with a camper body on the back, and this is the handle they have to go into the camper part of the RV. This is exactly the way he got it. The bulb wasn't in there and the lens was missing. So he actually went to the local place and they sell the lenses. So I have the lens. But, so we took it off his RV. So there is the reflector for the bulb. There's the bulb and socket. There's actually has a switch right here to cut it on and off. And I do believe it was painted the body color of the camper. But he wants it painted gloss black. And then I've checked the bulb. I put a bulb in it and tried to get this to work. And it doesn't seem to be working. I do believe what the problem is in here there's it's all rusted up and it's not getting a ground signal. I'm not even sure about the switch. I haven't done that much to continue checking it. Then I'm just going to replace everything. I'll go to the hardware store, try to find a switch that'll fit in the spot. I'll try to find a new socket for this. He said he wants a yellow bulb. That's not a problem. So we're probably going to get some paint stripper. We'll pull the bulb and the switch out, get some paint stripper, start stripping this thing down. And then I also happen to have gotten some polish. We'll polish this out. So I'll get started on. We'll get some paint stripper and start stripping this stuff down. So I spent about an hour cleaning this piece up. As you can see, you can see the reflection of the camera in it now. It must have had a clear coat on it. It wasn't that bad, but you can see the pitting. It had a bunch of pitting in it. So first I did some 0000 steel wool, and then I broke through that clear coat, so I just had to keep going. Then after I did that, I used some of this Wizard's metal polish. This is wadding style, which works really good. Then I also have one of those balls on a drill that I use, so that looks pretty good. So basically, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a new socket for the light bulb. So I took it over to the grinder and ground all the rust off, sandpapered it out, took it all apart, so I have all the guts taken out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I fluxed it. I'm going to solder this wire on here for a ground. Now, I know you notice I'm using white wire. Well, campers use white wires for grounds. I don't know why, but they do. All right, well, I'm going to start soldering this. I'll put the camera back on when I get all set up. All right, so it's the next day, and we're going to try to solder this wire onto the old bulb socket. So I fluxed both, cleaned it up really good. And we're going to use a propane torch, if I can get it to light. So you see now I'm just heating up the metal to get the solder to stick. Melted the insulation there, but that's all right. It's the ground wire anyway. So we'll let that cool down. See, it's still super hot. So and there we go, nice solid thing. I'll probably come back and clean this all up. So now this has gotten soldered really, really good. But I'm going to have to reuse this. So I'll go ahead and I'll re-clean this up. Probably maybe cut this bad insulation off, put some heat shrink tube on it so it looks a little bit better. But most people don't care. So at least I got the socket. The handle part, I sent it out to my brother's house. He's already sandblasted it and getting ready to powder coat it, so then it will be good forever. All right. So now that I got the wire soldered on here, we better try it out, make sure it still works. So here's the inside guts. The spring goes in first. Then this is the part that contacts the back of the bulb. Put the bulb in. And I happen to have a 12 volt DC power source plugged into the AC voltage. So I'll plug that there, and there we go. The bulb socket has been repaired, so I won't have to worry about finding one that fits in that groove properly. And now that the wire's soldered on, before the wire was just kind of crushed around here, it wasn't making contact. So, yay, we got this part done. So, just got to wait to get the other part back, because this actually mounts into the handle that my brother's powder coating. Alright, well, I got the handle back from my brother after powder coating, and he powder coated it gloss black. Looks really good. I found a new switch to put in here. Of course, it's not a push button switch like the one it had, but at least it has a switch, and you can reach in with your finger and move it pretty easily. So I've got that part done. Now I need to remount the light bulb, hook up the wires, and it should basically be about done, and we'll try it out once I get it all back together. Oh, and here's another thing too. I know the sound quality wasn't that good in the beginning videos. Well, I had been using my waterproof case that has a different door on it. It basically makes it into a windbreaker, trying to protect my camera at work. So today I decided to take it off and use the other mount for the camera. This is the CMOS camera, to see if the sound quality is better. So I'll have to see if the sound quality is better. If it is, I'll just have to be more careful with spraying chemicals around it. Alright, well, I'll continue on this, get the switch and the light bulb all mounted, and we'll put it all together and see what it looks like when we're done. Thanks for watching. So we got the switch mounted, the socket's in, it's all wired through the back. And this is going to sit like this. Set it up here. It's going to sit like that. I do have my power supply now. I put a yellow bulb in it like he wanted to. So let me put you back into the stand here, and we'll see if we can get you a good view. There we go. Of it powered up. Unfortunately, this power supply says 12 volts, but I don't think it's a full 12 volts when you're trying to do a battery. I mean a light bulb. There we go. I don't think it looks too terribly bad. Probably when we get a full 12 volts to it, it should look really good. So there you go. I'll put it back on the guy's camper, and maybe I'll take another video. But if not, there you go. That's how we restored the Bargman lighted assist handle. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.